Hey, welcome back everybody. This is gonna be another laid back video. I just wanted to give a quick update on what I've been doing art related. There wasn't enough space in the title to write everything I wanted, so just know that I'm gonna be mostly talking about the upcoming anime convention in my city that I'm taking part in. And a little bit about Top Cat because I couldn't resist. So just grab yourself a cup of tea or your favorite coffee and take this as your excuse to ditch work for a few minutes and take a break. And I'm gonna be putting up the time lapse of that Top Cat sketch I finished on Procreate a couple weeks back because that new series, Jellystone, just gave me the push and the motivation I needed to draw these characters again. I still haven't watched the whole thing, just the scenes with TC and the gang because I've been very busy and because I'm kinda biased. Special thanks to you, Rudolph, for sending the clips to me. I only speak facts. Top Cat is Hanna-Barbera's best animated series, period, don't at me. So I'm gonna keep it pretty short because I really need to get some sleep and I still have a lot of work to do over the next 2 weeks or 10 days. But all in all, I want to say I'm content with myself, having succeeded in sticking to the one video upload every 3 weeks goal I had set for myself this year. The vids are very short and even though I missed the deadline twice so far, I'm gonna give myself a pass. This year was very busy and a lot is going on both professionally and personally. Also a quick comment since we mentioned Top Cat. I'm really very sorry I haven't updated my Top Cat story in a long time. I keep putting it off for other projects, but I do want to get back into it hopefully. This is why I'm terrified of writing multi-chapter stories. I always prefer one-shots because I hate making people wait. Also because I've been writing the story over the course of a few years, my writing style changed somewhat, which makes me want to revise the whole chapters again and rewrite them, but there simply isn't enough time for that. I'll just go with building on top of what's already there. And I'm also hoping that with the Jellystone series that just started this month, more people would get into Hanna-Barbera's characters and there would be more interest and an active fandom. Now back to the main topic, the anime convention. Almost a week ago, I got confirmation that the anime convention EgyCon is gonna be held this year. We had all thought it was gonna be cancelled at this point because the convention is typically held during the first weekend of February, and when nothing was announced, and the organizers said they didn't know if and when it would be held, we artists just thought maybe there won't be an event in 2021 because reasons we all know. But then I got a notification on my messenger app that the convention will happen and it'll be in October, so now I'm scrambling to make preparations, and given how close the date is, I can only create like 3 or 4 new anime themed pieces for the event. I'll have to compensate with art from the previous years so just to have enough variation on my table. Here's the thing though, I'm gonna print very small quantities. I just know that because of the global situation, there won't be as many people attending, and not only that, the venue's location's been changed from a very well-known place that's super easy to get to by public transportation to an open field outside of main Cairo where there is extremely little public transportation. It's a hassle, so a lot of people just won't bother coming. I predict that less than 1/3 of the typical number of visitors will actually show up this year. I hope I'm wrong, but this is what I think. And I think even that's an optimistic number. For reference, last year the organizers of the convention said that the average number of visitors is typically between 3,000 and 4,000. So the number of visitors this year may only be a little over 1,000. And I kinda have to lower my own expectations of myself. There's literally no time to create any backgrounds or environments or cool dynamic compositions. It's all basically gonna be general and cute profiles of some anime and video game characters. That's literally all my time allows right now. Never mind that I'm also putting my job search on hold just to make the deadline for this convention, but that's a topic for another time. I know a lot of people in my life who swear that deadlines are the only reason they get anything done. It motivates them, it's their fuel, and it doesn't work for me, guys. Deadlines make me so anxious, I make myself sick. It's a combination of several factors, but the most obvious are the fact that I'm naturally prone to anxiety and OCD, and for someone like me, it's not only a mental state, it also literally affects my physical health, as in I get ill when I'm anxious. Another thing is that this anxiety over making a deadline makes me hate my work, not appreciate it. When the deadline's looming and I just have to submit the minimum viable product, I don't feel a sense of accomplishment at all. I end up resenting the work. I only see the incomplete details, the mistakes, the inconsistencies. Granted, the people receiving the work in most cases like it, so not all's lost, I guess, but when I'm unhappy with the work, I'm unhappy with the work. No praise can alleviate the sense of, I don't know, wasting so many hours and not getting the result I know I could if I had more time. Anyway, although EgyCon is all about anime and manga and video games, I'm thinking of doing the same as last year, and taking just a handful of DuckTales stickers since the characters are so iconic and some people were interested enough to buy them. I'm also considering actually taking 1 or 2 Top Cat fan arts along and turning them into stickers, just in case someone was looking for something related to Jellystone, it being a new series this year. I know the art style of the classic version of the characters you see here in the video is very different from Jellystone's, but I don't think it's a big deal. When I drew these characters, it was for my own enjoyment and to get used to doing certain things on Procreate. Printing stickers is pretty affordable here, and if someone liked them enough to buy, then everybody wins. This weekend was exhausting. I spent hours and hours looking for affordable printing offices because I didn't want to use the same one I used in 2020. The print quality was good, but their deadlines were atrocious, and they were very difficult to get a hold of. They would hardly answer their phones. It was very stressful. Their deadlines were so bad I literally almost missed EgyCon altogether, so no more. So after an exhausting search, I found another print shop that's also a good printing quality, and so far it seems their communication and deadlines are acceptable. The only issue is that they're a bit pricey, so you can't have everything. But of course this is gonna negatively affect my sales. If you watched my video from last year also about EgyCon, and I'm gonna put the card to it in the video on the top right side, I explained how some of the anime stores taking part in the convention have a massive advantage over the artists like us, because not only are they saving overhead costs by having their own printers and such, they're not actually paying any artists for the art they print to sell at the convention. And all in all, they can afford to sell these things for cheap, whereas I, as an individual artist in the artist alley, will have to bear the enormous effort of creating the art and running around to print it and do everything else on my own, at my own dime, and that's gonna reflect on the price of the product. Needless to say, I'm not actually making an income at all. I put so much effort into this, but I'm lucky if I even cover my costs. In fact, I treat this convention as an opportunity to self-promote and advertise my work. In terms of pure numbers, I actually lost money during the event last year, and I'm probably gonna lose money this year, but we'll see. Anyway, the plan over the next 10 days is to draw 1 or 2 fan arts and finish printing everything. I'm gonna try my best to record the event and post stories on my Instagram and everything, but I tend to get super distracted, so I just hope I don't forget. Please make sure to follow the Instagram account I'm gonna leave in the description box below. On that account, you'll see the products and the mock-ups of products with my art on it, and that's the label used at the local conventions and events. Okay, on a different note, before I wrap up, I just want to give people who might have never seen the original Top Cat series an idea of its premise and why it's so charming. So Top Cat's the leader of a group of alley cats living in New York, trying to survive by attempting to scam people and get rich quick schemes, but never going too far or doing something terrible. In fact, they're good people at heart that even the cop on their block can't help but love them and look out for them. Each of the cats has a distinct personality and the writing is hilarious and flexible. The best thing is that the gang is genuinely a family and would do anything for each other. Top Cat is especially serious about his role as leader and a sort of older brother to the rest of the cats. Even when concocting a scheme, the end goal is always to share that money with the boys and try to give them all a better life. And one of my own favorite tropes about the character is that he is almost the cat version of the human who adopts every stray they find. This character has a lot of empathy under the rough exterior if he's willing to take in an extra mouth to feed despite their own bad situation. Doesn't matter the species either. Cat, dog, anteater, human, he doesn't discriminate. And that's an A+ character right there. Here's the thing, so much can be done with this series. The characters are defined but also elastic. They can be rebooted in a myriad of different ways and even different tones if the creators really want to do something cool with it. The original series didn't have an overarching story. Each episode was self-contained, but Top Cat is definitely one of those settings where you can create a big plot with these characters and setting. It goes without saying, there is a massive shortage of Top Cat content on the internet, both original and fan-made, so if you ever come across something quality that you think I might like, please send me a link. I'd love to see some lovely fan art or stories or anything. And as always, thanks for listening. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Please wish me luck on the convention. It's on October 8th, and I'm gonna try my best to post videos and pics on Instagram if I have the presence of mind. Make sure to follow me there. Follow the account called Minimal Creations down in the description to watch the event and see my artist table and the stuff on it. Yeah, that's it. Take care, everybody.